Look closely at the distortion in this dashcam footage. That stretched silhouette in the headlights isn't a glitch. As it moves through the high-beam glare on this empty highway, one thing becomes clear. Its shape follows no known biological pattern. Tonight, we're uncovering 3 terrifying encounters where the road itself becomes a hunting ground. And every story begins the same way, with silence. The first video came from a long-haul truck driver named Aaron Klein. His dashcam ran non-stop, automatically uploading footage whenever he reached cell service. Most of his recordings were nothing but empty highways, white lines cutting through darkness. Until one upload stood out. At 2:17 a.m., Aaron's high beams suddenly flare white. For 3 frames, the screen is nothing but glare. Then, a shape forms inside the light. Not a person, not an animal. It looks stretched, like a human silhouette pulled too tall and too thin, with arms hanging lower than they should. When the footage is slowed frame by frame, something becomes even more disturbing. The shape isn't walking. It isn't running. It's sliding. Its joints don't bend. They shift position as if the body is rearranging itself between frames. Every time the shape crosses the edge of the camera's view, static tears across the image, and the audio drops to near silence. No insects, no wind, only the engine. Aaron never made it home that night. Police said he swerved off the road, but there were no skid marks, no blood, no sign of impact. The truck door was found open. His phone was still on the seat, recording. The second case appeared on a riding forum. It was posted anonymously. Helmet cam footage from a man named Joel, riding alone on a forest highway after midnight. You can hear him breathing inside the helmet. His high beam catches something standing in the lane. At first, it looks like a person. Joel slows down. The figure doesn't move. But instead of growing larger as he approaches, the shape stretches vertically, like the image is being pulled upward. Joel whispers, "What is that?" The figure's head tilts, not sideways, backward. Its neck bends until its face points toward the sky. The camera crackles with static. The road blurs. The trees stop moving. Joel tries to turn. The engine revs, the handlebars shake, and then the shape rushes him. Not forward, not backward, sideways, like a corrupted video skipping frames. The footage cuts out. Joel's bike was found 2 miles down the road, upright, engine still warm. No blood, no body, only his helmet lying on the asphalt, facing the forest. The last frame shows something reaching toward the camera. A long arm, too many joints, no hand, only a tapering end like melted bone. The third recording is worse because it has witnesses. A family driving home from a late wedding. Dashcam mounted on the windshield. 2 children asleep in the back. At 1:43 a.m., the father says, "Did you see that?" The headlights reveal a tall shape standing in the middle of the road. The mother laughs nervously and says, "It's just a person." But the proximity sensor doesn't beep. The road thinks it's empty. As they get closer, the shape begins to blur at the edges. Pixels around it break into crawling blocks of static. The forest behind it fades into darkness. The father slows to a stop. He calls out the window, "Hey, are you okay?" The shape leans forward. It has no face, just a darker patch where a face should be. The children wake up screaming. The radio cuts out mid-song. The mother whispers, "Why is it taller?" Because it is. Frame by frame, the silhouette rises. Its feet don't move, but its torso stretches upward. And something impossible happens. The dashcam shows the thing standing in front of the car, but also appearing on the left edge of the frame and the right, like it exists in more than one place, but only on camera. The father hits the gas. The car passes through where it stood. For half a second, the screen fills with static. When the image returns, the road behind them is empty. They don't stop driving until sunrise. 2 weeks later, the father tells police he sees it in reflective surfaces, windows, mirrors, dark phone screens, always standing in the road, always growing taller. Section 4. The pattern. When all 3 recordings are compared, the same pattern appears. The same digital distortion, the same audio drop, the same failure of motion sensors. The entity only appears when it is in high beam light, it is viewed through a camera, and it is seen in peripheral vision, never straight on, as if it doesn't want to be fully observed. In every recording, just before it appears, the forest goes silent. No birds, no insects, no wind, as if nature itself steps back. Audio enhancement of Aaron's final recording reveals one sentence he whispered before swerving. "It's not standing in the road. The road is standing in it." That sentence makes no sense until one detail becomes clear. The shape never casts a shadow. The headlights bend around it. Light avoids touching it, which means it isn't an object on the road, it's a hole in it. Section 5. Final encounter. I didn't mean to become part of the story. I drove the same highway at 1:50 a.m., dashcam on, high beams ready. The forest closed in on both sides. Then the audio dropped. No wind, no insects. My headlights hit something ahead. Tall, still. I didn't slow down. The camera flickered. The shape looked human until it leaned. Its legs stayed in place, but its torso slid sideways like rubber. The pixels around it crawled. My proximity sensor showed nothing. I passed through it. For 1 second, everything went black. When the image returned, I was still driving, but the road behind me on the screen showed the shape standing there, watching, growing taller. I don't see it in front of me anymore, only behind me, in mirrors, in screens, in reflective glass at night, always standing in the road, waiting for headlights, waiting for cameras, because it isn't hunting people, it's hunting proof. And now, you've seen it too.
Title: They Ask for Directions. I work the night shift at a small delivery company. Most routes are normal highways, but one route goes through an old rural road that cuts between abandoned farmland and forest. No streetlights, no houses for miles. Locals call it the Long Road. I call it a mistake. One night, around 1:20 a.m., I saw a man standing in the middle of the road. Not on the side, in the middle. I slammed the brakes. He didn't jump away, didn't flinch. He just stood there, staring at my headlights. He looked normal, mid-40s maybe. Brown jacket, dirty jeans. Barefoot. Barefoot on cold asphalt. I rolled down the window a little. "Are you okay?" I asked. His mouth moved slowly, like he was remembering how to use it. "Which way is the town?" he asked. His voice was wrong, too slow. Each word came out separately. I pointed behind me. 10 minutes that way. He nodded, but didn't move. Instead, he stepped closer to the window. "Can you show me?" he asked. Something about his eyes bothered me. They didn't reflect the headlights. They looked dull, like stones. I can't. I'm working. He leaned closer. That's when I smelled him. Not sweat, not dirt. Rot. I pressed the accelerator and drove around him. In the mirror, I saw him turn his head. Not his body, just his head. It followed my car until I couldn't see him anymore. 5 minutes later, I saw a woman walking along the road. Same place, same darkness. She wore a hospital gown. She waved at me. I slowed down without thinking. She smiled. Her teeth were too even, too white. "Excuse me," she said. "Is this the way to the town?" My stomach dropped. Same words, same slow voice. "Yes," I said. "Just go straight." She tilted her head. "Can you show me?" I shook my head and drove away. In the mirror, she didn't turn. She stayed facing the road, waiting. By the third person, I was sweating. An old man this time, standing near a broken signboard. He didn't wave. He just spoke when my car slowed. "Which way is the town?" I shouted, "Go straight!" He smiled and pointed at my chest. "No," he said softly. "I mean, which way are you going?" My heart pounded. I drove off. When I reached the warehouse, I asked the night guard about the road. He looked at me for a long time, then said, "Did they ask for directions?" I nodded. He sighed. "They don't want the town." "What do they want?" I asked. He whispered, "They want to learn where humans go." I refused that route after that night. 2 weeks later, a delivery boy took it instead. They found his van parked in the middle of the road. Door open, engine running. No blood, no struggle. Just one thing inside the van. On the dashboard, written in dirt, "Which way is the town?" Now, when I drive at night and I see someone standing on an empty road, I don't slow down. I don't answer, because I know they aren't lost. They're learning. And once they learn where we go, they won't need to ask anymore.
I was driving home from a late shift at a factory outside the city. It was past 2 a.m. The road cut through open fields and low hills. No houses, no lights, only the sound of tires on asphalt. I was tired but alert. That road had no curves, no intersections. That's why I noticed him immediately. A boy, standing on the roadside, maybe 12 years old, school uniform, backpack on one shoulder, at 2 a.m. I slowed down. "Hey," I said through the window, "what are you doing out here?" He didn't answer. He lifted his arm and pointed behind me. "Bus went that way," he said slowly. His voice was soft, too soft for the open road. "There's no bus here at night," I said. He looked confused. Then he stepped closer. His feet didn't make sound. I felt a chill. "Where are your parents?" I asked. He pointed again. "Stopped," he said. "Everyone stopped." I frowned. "What do you mean?" He turned his head slightly, and I saw his neck. It was twisted, like someone had rotated it too far and never fixed it. I drove away. In the mirror, I saw him lower his arm. Not wave, just drop it, like a broken thing. 3 minutes later, I saw a car parked on the shoulder, hazard lights blinking. A woman stood beside it, waving. Relief hit me. Real person. I stopped. "Can you help?" she asked. My car won't start." Her voice sounded normal. I got out. Big mistake. Her headlights were on, but they didn't shine forward. They shined straight into the fields, like the car wasn't facing the road anymore. "I'll call roadside assistance," I said. She stepped closer. "Did you see a boy?" she asked. My stomach tightened. "Yes," I said. She nodded. "He made you stop too, didn't he?" "What?" I asked. Her face twitched. "Everyone who stops sees him first." Her mouth kept smiling, but her eyes were wet. "Then they see me," she continued. "And then—" She looked past me, behind my car. "Then they stop for the others." I turned slowly. There were people standing behind my car now. 3 of them. A man with a torn jacket, a woman holding a baby, an old man leaning on nothing. All of them not blinking, not breathing, just standing, blocking the road. "Don't let them circle you," the woman whispered. "If they surround you, you don't leave." "What are they?" I asked. Her lips trembled. "Drivers who stopped." I felt my legs weaken. The boy's voice came from the darkness. "Bus went that way." The people took 1 step forward, together. I ran. I jumped into my car and slammed the door. I drove straight through the gap between them. Something hit the side of my car. Not hard, like a hand touching it. At home, I didn't sleep. The next day, I searched online. 2 months earlier, there had been a bus accident on that road, nighttime, fog. No bodies found, just empty seats. Now, every night when I drive, if I see someone standing on the roadside, I don't stop. I don't slow down, because I know what happens. First, you see the boy, then the broken woman, then the others. And if you stop long enough, you join the line, waiting for the next car.